Hey guys, Chris here, the RC Geek. We're out at the field and we got a field review for you guys today. Today we're looking at the E-Flite Pitts S1, the 850mm wingspan. If you guys saw the UMX Pitts review that I did, I absolutely loved that airplane, so I was excited to see this one come out. I'm not a real great aerobatic pilot, but you know, I can pretend to be once in a while. In terms of the airplane itself, guys, the airplane, I will tell you, it is the smoothest foam airplane that I have come across. It is absolutely smooth. You can't tell unless you look up really closely and see kind of the ejector pin markings. You can't tell that this thing is foam. It's really incredible. So I hope this is a trend that continues. A lot of the E-Flite airplanes have been getting a whole lot smoother, which is really awesome to see. Now in terms of the assembly, I really enjoyed the assembly on this one actually. It was pretty fun. The tails, you glue the tails on, and then the wings are actually held on with cotter pins, which is kind of an interesting way to do it, but it does work. And if you find that, you know, the bottom wings isn't really fitting too well, this receiver in here is actually adjustable, so you can actually turn it and tighten this up as much as you need. Not so much adjustable on the top, but that's not so much of an issue because you don't have the wing saddle like you do on the bottom wing. Alright guys, now in terms of the controls of CG, now I'm using a Roaring Top 2200 pack, and I want to mention this is a 3-cell pack. You can fly this airplane on 3 cells, you can fly this airplane on 4 cells. It flies fantastic on 3. I couldn't imagine it on 4 cells unless you want to do 3D or something like that, which I'm definitely not a 3D pilot. So I'm good with 3 cells. It's got great scale power and does all the aerobatics that I want with it. But notice the placement. I've got the battery all the way back on the tray here. And the cool thing is, they've got this slidable tray so that it goes inside the fuselage and then hooks up super easy, slides in place. And so let me plug this in. We'll talk about the controls. So what's interesting about it is that, you know, that tray slides in and out, but the battery doesn't need to be super far forward because the CG is such, even without the battery in here, it's actually fairly CG'd. So just keep that in mind in terms of the battery placement. Now in terms of the controls, it is an aerobatic airplane, so you do want to have a decent amount of crisp response. However, you can still over control it pretty easily. So I actually have low rates on my ailerons and I've got high rates on my elevators. So in terms of the rates, so I'm at 70% on the ailerons and I've got 15% expo there. On the elevator, I'm at 100% with 15% expo, and then the rudder also 100% at 15% expo. You definitely want to have as much rudder as you can because this airplane will knife edge all day long. It's a knife edge beast and it's absolutely so much fun to do, just like the little one was. Now in terms of flying, guys, we're going to give you a flight on this airplane. It's a great flying airplane. It's really important to note that if you try and land this airplane like a traditional tail dragger, you will end up hot on the approach. So I found that actually if you land the airplane more like a delta winged jet, you get the nose up, use your throttle to help control the descent. It actually helps the airplane land a lot nicer and a lot slower. So something to keep in mind. But in terms of the response, guys, great response, crisp control, do any aerobatics that you want, and I'll give you a sampling of my poor aerobatic skills, but it's a really fun airplane to fly. So let's give you guys a flight. We'll head out there. The nice thing about the airplane, it's got a built-in handle here, so you can transport it real nice and easy. It's nice and red, you can see it really easily. Alright, here we go.
I know what you mean. I'll put it this way, when I was running this one in, it was going 15 minutes. I'm not going to run it. cuts out, and I stick up. Low voltage cut off. As soon as you come back to zero, throttle, come back up to another. Sure enough, so I plugged it, put the throttle full. Back to that. I would think it's a 700 kV, so
All right, there we go. We'll bring it back to the bench. All right, guys, so there we have the E-Flite Pitts. Such a fun little airplane. If you're an aerobatic pilot, I guarantee you'll have a lot of fun with this. And if you want to do 3D, it will do it. I kind of got a little hover in there, and that's only on 3 cells with non-3D rates. If you put 4 cells in here with some 3D rates, it'll do that stuff all day long. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. That's the E-Flite Pitts for you. And don't forget to follow along on social media at the RC Geek and subscribe. And again, until next time, I'll see you at the field. What do we got going here?
It's special.
E-Flite. How special is it?
Super special.
So whose airplane is this?
Chris's.
Oh wait, it's mine?
Oh,
oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, you scraped my airplane.
Oops. Could have been a lot worse than that.
The Pitts is the man maker. Ground handling is like the best.
Boom.
Boom.
That's fun.